This is the video for the trail option and real-time option for the perspective game. I'm going to click on trail in the red stripe. Here we see it executed only the first 9 instructions of the game. The first instruction says it's at the main program, instruction 0. When it starts a cycle, it always starts at the main program, instruction 0. There's where it says branch if equal, task to 0, go to AA. But here we see it didn't go to AA. Instead, it just went to the next instruction. So it didn't take that branch. Then it went to instruction 2, which says branch if equal, the game number to the was game number to AC. Oh, well look, it went to AC, it took that branch, so it wasn't at 2, then go to 3, it went to instruction 8. And did this, put note 1 in the blue note box. The next instruction at 9 has to do with running a subroutine for the YouTube part of the program, but we're not interested in that, so I would like to know when it returns to instruction 10. So I'm going to go on the trail 9 more instructions, then 9 more instructions, and here we see instruction 10. It returned from the YouTube stuff, but there's another YouTube thing, branch if equal to 1 to BE, but it doesn't go there. It just continues on to instruction 11. There it calls subprogram 1, tab 1. And we see that's the very next thing it did. It went to subprogram 1, and there's tab 1. Well, now I'm going to advance 9 at a time until I can see it return back to the main program. So here on advance, I'm going to say 9 more. Oh, put the sky in. 9 more. Oh, it's going to build the floor of the forest. 9 more, 9 more. Now it started the floor of the forest. Up. Now it finished it, and we see here it went home. And it's instruction 12 now, the main program. That instruction says go to subprogram 1, tab 2, and here we see it's in subprogram 1 at tab 2. Now, that is where it puts the trees onto the screen here, and that's going to take a lot of instructions. There's a lot of trees. Well, I'm going to go 900 at a time for at least 5 times, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, I'd say 4 times. Then I'm going to start going 90 at a time. 90, 90. Okay, then I'm going to stop. I'm getting pretty near the front of it. So now I'll just go 9 instructions at a time, and I'm going to watch to see if it returns home to the main program. Sooner or later, yes, there it goes. It returned home to the main program. Now it's instruction 13 of the main program. It's finished done making the trees. Notice how some of the trees are out here. Later on, it's going to cover them up with this same color so they'll disappear from there. But when it actually makes it, it actually has one more tree that it needs to cover the screen. For each row it has that. Well, I'm going to advance 9 at a time again. Says it's going to go to subprogram 1, tab 3, and there it did. We'll keep it. Oh, that's where it's putting the boxes around where the animals are. I'm going to watch it to return to the main program. Here it did. Went back to the main program to instruction 14. And now it says go to subprogram 1, tab 4. And let's see what it's going to do there. We'll go 9 at a time. Oh, it cleaned up the picture. It got rid of that over there only by writing the same color over top of it. That's like erasing it. So I'll keep going 9 at a time. We'll see. Oh, now here it says you can click on the pictures. Now it's showing you the pictures. And here it's returned to the main program again. to instruction 15. Now it's going through the main program one instruction at a time for a while. Let's see what it does. Oh, it puts the game number up there. Oh, and then it exits. So that's the end of it. Well, let's see what we can do with the trail function. Now, if I click on the trail, let's say I wanted to change those white boxes, the frames around the animals, to red. Well, I'm first going to go the 9 instruction, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Then I'm going to go 900 at a time because I know 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll go 90 a couple of times. And then I'll just go 9 at a time for a while. I want to wait and see it put those white boxes. There the white boxes are. Let's say I wanted them to be red. Well, now I see it started to put them on the screen, so I must be close to where it made that white box. But I passed it because I don't see the color white here anywhere. But I can go backwards. I can go back 9 instructions. There I see it, 999, that's white. A lot of red, a lot of green, and a lot of blue makes white. Well, let's say I wanted to make that red, but I don't know where in the program it makes those boxes. Although it says here it's subprogram 1, instruction 180. But if I click on that, go off the trail and go to the program, it's going to go right to the place that I clicked. There it is, the 999. So what do I say? Well, I say I want to change that to red. So I click here to update that line, click on the number, click over here to where the 2 9s are for green and blue, make them 0, hit E, replace the line, execute the program, and look, now they're red. So what I can use the trail option for is to find the instructions that did a particular thing that I want to change. And I did that without having to go into the program to find it. Well, there's another way I could have done it also without even going into the program. This time I'm going to go onto the trail. I'm going to try and get back to where we were. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at times. I'll do that. I'll do 900 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 90 1, 2, 3 times, and I'll start to do 9. There they are. There they are again. And again, I went too far, so I'm going to back up. Okay, here's back up 9. Back up 9. There, there's the color where I made it red, color 900. But this time, I'm going to click on it, but I'm not going to go to the program. I'm going to leave the trail, and I'm going to go right to RT, which stands for real time. It also will go to that instruction, directly to that instruction, because I had clicked on it on the trail. So it knew where to go when I went to RT. So now I can go to it in real time and change it back to where it was. We'll make it 999 again. Look, it's back to white. What you do in real time changes in real time. I change this number, it changes that color. Alright, that's another use for trail. But we now want to go see another use for real time. Let's say we were in the program. And I'm not even sure what this thing is down here, but that's the blue color. I'm going to click here and yellow highlight this particular line. Now I'm going to execute the program. Look, after that line it says tall, wide, X, Y, a color, and a rectangle fill. I'm going to execute the program. I can go right to real time, and it's going to go to that section of the program which had the last yellow highlighted line. And that was this one here, where I said how the TS, which was how tall it was. Tall, wide, X, and Y. Well, now I think it's this blue box here, because I think this color here, 229, is this blue color. But what if I wanted to change the height of it? I said, oh, that's not tall enough. Well, I could go here to the real time, and I'll change that to 20. Look, it got taller. Now you got to understand that any change I make with real time is actually changing the program. So I changed it back. But I can change all these different things. I could say I want the X value where it's to be placed at 200. And there it moved over 100. I'll change it back to 300. Alright, so now you know that real time can be used directly from the program and is often used in this manner to say, well, I want to make a box that completely covers toggle frames on, off, and I can experiment with what color I like, the exact X and Y value of it, how tall it needs to be, and how wide it needs to be. Now I'll turn off real time. Alright, this is the end of the video for the trail option and real time option for the perspective game.